Hello, my name's Amanda Croom and I'm the CEO of the Booth Centre, and I'm delighted to welcome you to the Manchester Sleepout this evening. Tonight we're not at our usual location at Manchester Cathedral, but instead there are lots of you who are sleeping out in your gardens, on your balconies, or perhaps just on your living room floor, and you're taking part in the Manchester Sleepout. So I wanted to say a huge thank you to you all, and to tell you a little bit about the event and why we hold it every year. So there are two main reasons for holding the Manchester Sleepout event. The first one is to raise awareness about homelessness in our city, and the second is to raise some really vital funds for the Booth Centre to enable us to support people to come off the streets and to move into good homes in the community. So in terms of raising awareness, tonight lots of you are going to be getting quite cold and you're going to be getting quite uncomfortable, and you're going to be probably not having a very good night's sleep. Some of you might have opted in to have text messages waking you up all through the night, telling you about things that might happen if you were actually sleeping out for real. And you're also going to have the opportunity to hear from people who've been on the streets, who've been homeless, about their experiences. And you're going to get a virtual tour of the Booth Centre to see what the Booth Centre does and how we're able to support people off the streets. And later on we've got a question and answers session as well, which hopefully will give you more insights into homelessness and some of the issues that are involved. So you're sleeping out tonight. You're not going to experience the reality of what it's like to be on the street. You're not going to be lonely, you're not going to be desperate, you're not going to have to face this day after day, you're not going to have the same levels of insecurity and danger that people who are actually on the streets experience. But what you probably will do is not have a very good night's sleep, and you'll probably be very glad tomorrow night when you're back in your own bed, and hopefully it will give you a bit of an insight into what it might be like not to have your own place to stay. But please do try and tune in to some of these other films we've got going out tonight, because they will enable you to hear from people who've really experienced it about what the realities of rough sleeping and homelessness are like in our city. And in terms of the fundraising tonight, lots of you will have set up Just Giving pages. You'll have asked your friends and colleagues and families to sponsor you this evening, and thank you so much, because the Booth Centre really depends on donations to enable us to run. We do get a very small amount of money from the local government to help us, but the majority of our funding comes from donations, and it comes from events such as this. And so we really need these funds to enable us to keep going and to keep being able to get people off the streets and into good homes and into good jobs in the community. And we will be telling you this evening more about what we do and how we do that. So thank you for everyone who's fundraising tonight. Thank you for taking the challenge of sleeping out tonight. I won't wish you a good night's sleep, because obviously that's not quite what it's all about, but I do hope it's an experience for you, and an experience that you'll remember. And please remember to keep fundraising this evening, because you've got the opportunity now to tell people tonight about what you're doing. Use the hashtag, use social media, send messages to your friends, and keep that vital funds coming in for us. So thank you again, and I'll see you again later this evening.